The oceanfront condo cost me $440,000. 38 years working as a CPA in Charlotte. 38 years of tax seasons that started in January and didn't end until I collapsed in April. 38 years of other people's financial problems, other people's mistakes, other people's stress becoming mine. I saved every bonus. I invested carefully. I lived in a modest townhouse while my clients built mansions. Because I had a plan, a specific plan. Outer Banks, North Carolina. Not the crowded tourist sections, but a quieter stretch near Duck. 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, floor-to-ceiling windows facing east. I wanted to watch the sun rise over the Atlantic Ocean. I wanted to drink my coffee in peace. I wanted to hear nothing but waves. The day I closed on the property, I was 62 years old. My daughter Jessica called me that evening. "Dad, oh my God, I saw the pictures you posted. It's absolutely gorgeous." I was standing on the deck, watching the light fade over the water. "Thanks, sweetheart. I'm pretty happy with it. You deserve it. After everything you've been through. After Mom." Her voice caught. My wife Claire had passed 3 years earlier. Cancer. Fast and brutal. "I know, Jess. That's why I did this. Your mom and I always talked about retiring to the beach." "She would love it, Dad." I spent the next 6 months furnishing the place. I drove up from Charlotte every weekend. I chose furniture carefully, a deep leather chair for reading, a simple desk where I could finally write the novel I'd been thinking about for 20 years, blackout curtains for the bedroom because I'm a light sleeper. I installed a security system because I'm cautious, cameras at both entrances, motion sensors, the works. My neighbor, an older woman named Patricia, welcomed me with homemade cookies. "It's nice to have someone here year-round," she said. "Too many of these places are just vacation rentals now. The whole character of the neighborhood is changing." I nodded. "I'm here to stay. This is home." By my 63rd birthday in March, I was fully settled. I had a routine: coffee at sunrise, writing until noon, beach walk, reading, simple dinners, exactly what I wanted. Then Jessica called. "Dad, I need to talk to you about something exciting." I was making breakfast. Scrambled eggs, toast, simple. "What's up?" "You know how I've been working as an event coordinator?" Of course. Jessica had bounced between jobs for years. Event planning was her latest venture. She'd been doing it for maybe 8 months. "Well, I've had this amazing idea. Dad, your place would be absolutely perfect for destination weddings." I stopped stirring the eggs. "What?" "Think about it. Beachfront property, gorgeous views, that huge deck. I've already talked to Brandon about it." Brandon was her boyfriend, 29 years old, some kind of digital marketing person. He says the market for Outer Banks weddings is incredible right now. Couples pay $30,000 to $50,000 for venue rental alone. "Jessica, this is my home." I know. But Dad, you have 3 bedrooms. You only use 1. The living room is huge. The deck could hold 75 people easily. You could keep the master bedroom for yourself, and we'd only book events on weekends. You wouldn't even notice. I would absolutely notice 75 people in my home. It's not like we'd do it every weekend. Maybe twice a month during peak season, April through October. That's only, 40 events a year? And we'd split the revenue. You'd make so much passive income, Dad. I don't need passive income. I saved for retirement. I'm comfortable. But don't you want to maximize your investment? This place is just sitting here when you could be building generational wealth. For me, for your future grandchildren. I hadn't agreed to grandchildren. Jessica wasn't even married. "Jess, I bought this place to have peace and quiet. That was the whole point." "You have too much quiet, Dad. It's not healthy. Mom wouldn't want you isolated like this." There it was, the mom card. "Your mother wanted me to be happy. I'm happy here. Just think about it, okay? I'll send you some information." Brandon put together a business plan. She hung up before I could say no again. The business plan arrived via email that night. 47 pages, professional graphics, market analysis, revenue projections. Apparently, Brandon had been working on this for a while. According to his calculations, my property could generate $85,000 annually. Jessica and Brandon would handle all bookings, setup, coordination, I would receive 30%, $25,500, for doing nothing except letting strangers celebrate the happiest day of their lives in my living room. I deleted the email. Jessica called 2 days later. Did you look at the business plan? I did. And no, I'm not interested. Did you even read the whole thing? Brandon spent weeks on that analysis. I read enough to know I don't want to turn my home into a wedding venue. Dad, you're being really short-sighted about this. Do you know what that property could be worth in 10 years if we establish it as a premier wedding destination? We're talking brand value, online presence. I already created an Instagram account. I posted some of your photos and we have 300 followers. You posted pictures of my home without asking me? They're beautiful pictures. Dad, you should see the comments. People are already inquiring about booking. Take it down. What? Take down the Instagram account. Now. Dad, you're not thinking clearly. This is an incredible opportunity. Jessica, I'm going to say this once more. No, I am not turning my home into your business. This discussion is over. She was quiet for a moment. Then, fine. I get it. You want to be selfish. That's your choice. She hung up. My younger sister Karen called that weekend. Richard, what's going on with you and Jessica? Did she tell you about her wedding venue idea? She's very upset. She says you won't even consider it. There's nothing to consider. It's my home, Karen. I just want to live here in peace. She's trying to build something for her future. You could be supportive. I am supportive of her finding another venue, not my personal residence. You're retired. What else are you doing with your time? I closed my eyes. I'm writing. I'm reading. I'm enjoying the life I worked 38 years to earn. Jessica says you barely leave the house. That's not healthy, Richard. Claire wouldn't want... Don't. My voice was sharp. Don't tell me what Claire would want. Claire wanted me to be happy. I'm happy. Karen sighed. You're isolating yourself. We're all worried about you. We all. That meant Jessica had been making calls, building a coalition. I appreciate your concern, I said carefully. But I'm fine. I'll talk to you later. I spent the next few weeks in blissful silence. No calls from Jessica, no emails. I thought maybe she'd accepted my answer. Then Patricia knocked on my door one Tuesday morning. Richard, I think you should know. There was a young woman here yesterday with a man. They were walking around your property, taking measurements. They had a clipboard. My stomach dropped. What did they look like? The woman had dark hair, late 20s maybe. The man was younger. They were very interested in your deck. Jessica and Brandon. I checked my security cameras. Sure enough, there they were, on Sunday afternoon. Jessica, pointing at the deck, gesturing animatedly. Brandon taking photos, making notes. They'd walked the entire perimeter of the property. I called Jessica immediately. Hey, Dad. I was going to call you. Why were you at my house without permission? Oh, you saw? I was going to surprise you. Dad, I know you said no, but I really think if you just see the vision... Jessica, you don't have permission to be on my property when I'm not here. It's not like I broke in. I was just outside. Public property. My deck is not public property. Dad, don't be dramatic. Brandon and I are trying to help you understand the potential here. We hired a professional photographer to take some concept shots. For the website. What website? The website I'm building. Seaside Serenity Events. That's the business name. Brandon's handling all the digital marketing, and I'm... Stop. Stop everything. You do not have my permission to use my property for any business. Take down whatever you've posted. Cancel whatever you're planning. The thing is, Dad, I already took a small deposit. My blood went cold. What? Just one couple. For August. They're from Pennsylvania, and they fell in love with the photos. $5,000 deposit. Non-refundable. The total package is $42,000. Jessica, you cannot book events at property you don't own. I know it's technically your property, but I'm your daughter. This is going to be our family business. I'm building something for both of us. Plus, I already spent the deposit on materials. We need specialty linens, chair covers, an arch for the ceremony. These things aren't cheap, Dad. Refund the deposit immediately. I can't. I signed a contract. If I back out now, they can sue me for the full amount plus damages. Plus, I have 6 more couples interested. I was going to tell you once we had more bookings secured, to show you the demand. I was gripping the phone so hard my knuckles were white. You forged my signature? I didn't forge anything. I have power of attorney. No, you don't. Yes, I do. Remember when Mom was sick and you made me your healthcare proxy? Healthcare, not property, not business decisions. The document was pretty broad, Dad. And anyway, this is happening. The wedding is August 17th. You can either work with me and make money, or you can be stubborn and cause a lot of legal problems for both of us. She hung up. I sat there staring at the ocean. This couldn't be happening. My daughter couldn't actually be this entitled, this reckless. I called my attorney, David Mitchell. We'd worked together for years when I was doing corporate tax planning. David, I need help. My daughter is trying to turn my home into a wedding venue without my consent. He listened to the whole story. Then, Richard, first thing, you need to secure your property. Change the locks today. Install a gate if you can. Second, I'll draft a cease and desist letter. Third, we need to find out exactly what she's told these couples she's allegedly booked. She says she took a deposit. Without the property owner's consent, any contract she signed is void. But we need to handle this carefully. You don't want to hurt innocent third parties who thought they were booking a legitimate venue. Within 2 hours, David sent the cease and desist letter to Jessica via email and certified mail. It was clear. No events would be held at my property. Any bookings were unauthorized. She had 7 days to refund all deposits and provide written confirmation that she'd contacted all prospective clients. Jessica called me screaming, "Dad, what the hell? You sent me a legal letter? You gave me no choice. Do you have any idea what this does to my reputation? I have couples counting on me. I have vendors I've coordinated with. This is my business. It's not a business. It's fraud. It's our property. It's my property, Jessica. My name on the deed. My money that bought it. Mine. Fine. Fine. I'll find another venue. But you're going to regret this, Dad. When I'm successful and you're still alone in that house with nobody, you'll regret choosing a building over your own daughter." 3 days later, I got a call from a woman named Stephanie Turner. "Mr. Harrison, I'm calling about my wedding. Your daughter Jessica told me there's been a misunderstanding." My heart sank. "I'm so sorry, Miss Turner. My daughter did not have authority to book events at my property. Any contract she signed is not valid, but I gave her $5,000. And my wedding is in 4 months. Everything is planned around this venue. I understand, and I apologize deeply. My attorney has advised that you have grounds to pursue legal action against my daughter for the deposit. I'll provide you with all necessary documentation." She started crying. "We chose this place because it was perfect. The photos, the location, everything. My fiancé's family is flying in from Ireland. We have 68 guests. I don't know what to do. I felt sick. I'm truly sorry. This was done without my knowledge or consent." Over the next week, 4 more couples called. Jessica had booked 5 weddings. She'd collected deposits totaling $18,000. She'd spent most of it on a professional website, marketing materials, and what she called essential event supplies. David drafted a comprehensive legal action. Jessica had 30 days to refund all deposits or face a civil lawsuit. I also filed a police report for fraud, though the detective said it was complicated because it was family. Jessica sent me a long email. It started with, "I can't believe you're doing this to me," and ended with, "Mom would be ashamed of you." In between, she detailed all the ways I was ruining her life, destroying her dreams, and being a heartless, selfish old man who cared more about silence than his own daughter's future. Karen called again. "Richard, you need to drop this legal stuff. She's your daughter. She committed fraud using my property. She made a mistake. She's young. She got excited about an opportunity. She's 31 years old. That's not young. That's old enough to know you can't rent out property you don't own. Family doesn't sue family. Family doesn't steal from family either." Jessica missed the 30-day deadline. David filed the lawsuit. We also sent notice to all 5 couples that they should pursue small claims against Jessica for their deposits. Then, something interesting happened. One of the couples, the Turners, decided to sue Jessica. The local newspaper picked up the story. Local event planner, accused of wedding venue fraud. It included Jessica's photo, her business name, and details about how she'd booked a venue she had no legal right to use. The story went viral on wedding planning forums. Brides started sharing their experiences. Apparently, Jessica had been provisional booking other venues, 2 places she'd toured but never actually contracted with. She'd been collecting deposits from multiple couples for the same dates, assuming she could figure out the details later. The Pennsylvania couple's lawyer contacted me. They wanted to include me in the lawsuit because I was the property owner. David got that dismissed quickly. I had no knowledge, no involvement, no liability. But it meant I had to give a deposition. Sitting in that conference room, explaining to lawyers how my own daughter had tried to steal my retirement home for her fake business, was one of the most humiliating experiences of my life. Jessica declared bankruptcy 6 months later. She couldn't pay back the deposits. The couples got judgments against her, but you can't get blood from a stone. Brandon left her shortly after the newspaper article. Apparently being associated with fraud wasn't good for his personal brand. Karen stopped speaking to me. She sent one final text. "You destroyed your daughter's life over pride. I hope you're happy." I wasn't happy. I was sad, disappointed, angry. But I also knew I'd made the right choice. I changed all my locks. I installed a gate at the end of my driveway with a keypad entry. I upgraded my security system. Patricia promised to call me if she saw anyone lurking around. Jessica tried to visit once, 3 months after the bankruptcy. The gate camera showed her car pulling up. She sat there for 10 minutes, then drove away. She never called to tell me she was coming. She sent me one email after that. "Dad, I know you think I was trying to steal from you. I wasn't. I genuinely believed we could build something together. I thought you'd see the vision once everything was set up. I thought you'd be proud of my entrepreneurial spirit. I was wrong about everything. I hope you enjoy your lonely house." I didn't respond. The thing is, I'm not lonely. I wake up every morning and watch the sun rise over the Atlantic. I've written 200 pages of my novel. I've read 43 books this year. I've made friends with my neighbors. Patricia and I have coffee every Thursday. There's a local writing group that meets at the library Tuesday evenings. I think about Jessica sometimes. I wonder if she understands why I did what I did. Probably not. She still thinks I chose property over family. But that's not what happened. I chose boundaries over manipulation. I chose the life I earned over someone else's entitlement to it. I chose my peace over chaos I didn't create. My daughter tried to steal my retirement dream and turn it into her business plan. I stopped her. I don't regret it. The ocean is beautiful this morning. The coffee is hot. I'm on page 212 of the novel. This is exactly what I wanted. And nobody, not even family, gets to take that away from me.